So today we're doing a deep dive into an app that's been making some seriously audacious claims. It's called TesterUp.
Oh, yeah, that one.
The marketing is just, it's everywhere. They promise you can earn up to $70 an hour
70.
per hour just for testing apps and games. And look, with 20 million downloads, that hook is clearly working.
It's a huge number.
So our mission today is to cut through all that noise, look at the sources you sent us, and figure out what's the real story here? What's the actual earning potential?
And, we should say right out the gate, it's not a complete fabrication.
Oh, really?
Well, TesterUp is operated by a real company, Astemium GmbH. They're a registered German company, running since 2020.
Okay, so it's a legitimate entity.
Exactly. And the sources confirm they do technically pay some people, but that's where the simplicity ends and all the complexity begins.
I see.
I mean, the way the app works is pretty standard for these kinds of platforms.
Yeah.
You earn points for doing tasks.
Right, like downloading games, hitting certain levels, that sort of thing.
Yep, that. Or taking surveys. And to be fair, those high-value offers, the ones that get close to that $70 number, they technically exist.
Okay, but there has to be a catch. The first major hurdle I saw in the material was the payout threshold. $70.
Yes, that's the key.
That is just, it's massive. Most of these reward apps have a $5 or $10 minimum. Why set it so ridiculously high?
Because that's the first tripwire. It's the primary way they make sure most people just give up. And the financial traps don't stop there. A lot of the high-paying tasks, the ones you need to even get close to $70, they require you to spend your own money first.
Wait, hold on. So you have to pay them to get paid?
In a way, yeah.
Jeez.
It's specific. The sources had a great example. There might be an offer that pays, say, $30 in points.
Okay, sounds good so far.
But to qualify, you have to make a $15 in-app purchase.
So your actual profit is cut in half before you even factor in your time?
Immediately. Slashed in half. But what's really fascinating, or maybe infuriating, is how the system just wears you down.
How so?
The number one complaint we saw over and over was tracking issues.
Meaning?
Meaning people will spend hours on a game, do everything exactly as specified, and then nothing. The app claims they didn't meet the requirements, and they get 0 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's infuriating. So all that time is just gone, wiped out by a glitch that always seems to favor the house.
Always.
And let's say you fight through all of that, you avoid the traps, the tracking errors don't get you, and you finally crawl past that $70 line. You're still not safe, are you?
Not even close. That's the final gauntlet. When you try to cash out, you're looking at delays. We're talking 2 weeks, sometimes over a month.
A month.
And even worse, we saw so many reports of accounts getting suspended right before a payout. The reason given is always some vague violation of the terms of service.
The timing on that feels more than a little suspicious.
You think. It's designed to make sure they never have to pay.
So let's connect this to the hard math. The marketing screams $70 an hour. What does the source analysis say the real number is?
It's grim. The average user, for an hour of actual focused work, is making maybe $2 to $8.
$2 to $8. That's below minimum wage in most places.
Way below.
Yeah.
And for the very few people who do successfully cash out,
Yeah.
they report spending anywhere from 40 to 80 hours of grinding just to hit that initial $70 threshold.
So in the end, TesterUp isn't technically a scam.
No, because they do pay some people, just enough to say they do.
Right.
But the whole system is, it's expertly engineered so that most users will quit, they get frustrated, they hit a tracking error, or their account gets suspended.
And Astemium gets to keep all the advertising revenue from the game developers.
Without having to pay out the users who actually did the work to generate it.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? Your sources really identified TesterUp as delivering, and I'm quoting here, exploitation with extra steps. And it really forces us to ask a bigger question. Is the true cost of chasing these easy cash apps just our time? Time that's being used to make developers rich, not us.
That's the question to chew on.
Thank you for sharing your sources for this deep dive.